been walking toward this my whole life. You didn't always know where I was going, and neither did I. But you always encouraged me to chase my dreams.
When we knew that we needed a commercial space, we knew we wanted to keep all of our business with Bank Independent. Everything else had been so wonderful that we felt like there was no need to shop around.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I just had to open a Bank Independent account and follow a few simple steps. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
What really matters during the ball game, we realize when it comes to sports that seasons begin and seasons end. There's an ever-changing to a new season. In Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1, there is appointed a time for everything. There's a time for every event under heaven. Life has its seasons. But one thing that does not change is Jesus Christ. The Bible says He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Put your trust, confidence, and obedience in Him. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome in, everybody, to the X Sports Network. We are here in Loretto for a matchup between the North Terre Haute High School up there in Indiana making their way all the way down here to the south side of Lawrence County. Dylan Thompson on the mound to start things off for the Mustangs. His first pitch misses upstairs.
I think they're doing like one of those spring break, you know what I mean? Take a spring break, head south, because they played Summertown yesterday.
And Summertown, I believe it was 7-4 in favor of Terre Haute.
Mm-hmm. I want to say Terre Haute scored like 4 runs, something in the very first inning, and all of a sudden just kind of went dry for a little bit. And it, like I do, Summertown never gives up.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. But Dylan Thompson off to a little bit of a shaky start, 3-0 to start this game.
That one does find the strike zone. This is Millington up at the plate. He is the second baseman. Here's 3-1. That one's going to be in there, full count.
Dylan's got a lot of experience on the mound. I mean, he came in the state tournament in 24 and was lights out up there as a young pitcher then. And he's just grown since then, fighting back already full count from a 3-0 start.
Looks like you got him downstairs for the strike 3 call, and that is the first out. So good job by Dylan Thompson coming back from a 3-0 count to get the punch out. Now bring up Hyam.
I'm glad you're pronouncing these names first. I'm just going to go
by
what
it looks like. Higham. Okay, Higham.
Hickam fouls that one off back behind us over. Their youth are playing all over the place here today.
Everybody's here today.
Middle school game over here on the side field and youth teams everywhere on the fields behind us. I doubt we see any of those foul balls brought back over this way.
Might get one random one, but I think you're right. I think it should be pretty safe over here. As Thompson has the 1-1 count to Higham. And swing and a miss for strike 2.
If you ever go down and stand next to Dylan, not only is he a tall kid, but he has those unreal long arms.
Mm-hmm.
So when he reaches out there and gets it, he reaches. And his arm's like a whip.
That one's flown out to right field, and underneath it is the right fielder, Ben Lyles.
I tell you, Ben had his hands up there for just a second. I wasn't sure you saw it or not.
It's possible that with the overcast skies, sometimes you kind of get it lost up there.
This is the time of day where David and the rest of the coaches staff would say this is bad skies.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing about being down here, and especially right field, first base, second base, pop flies like that are hard to see down here.
Almost hits Goda at the plate. He's the right fielder for Terre Haute.
Of course I messed up my lineup.
That pitch is in there, 1-1.
I'm not sure what that pitch actually is. It looks like a cutter from right here standing over the top.
Yeah, especially with his kind of over-the-top arm angle.
And Vinny Velos behind the plate locking that one up, keeping it in front of him.
That was going to be hammered, but foul.
The ball hard hit, one hop over the fence.
The wind is blowing out today, and it's blowing out pretty good, so I would suspect there's probably going to be some good deep fly balls if anybody gets a handle on one.
This is one of those where you tell your outfield to get out there fairly close to the warning track, especially in left field.
Another full count for Thompson here with 2 outs. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, foul tip, but caught by Vinny Velos, and that is going to end things here in the top of the first. No runs off of no hits, no errors, nobody on base here in the top of the first. We head to the bottom. Loretto Mustangs coming up at bat.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities, from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
And we'll go back to the Exports Network, bottom of the bottom of the first. I can speak correctly. After no runs and no hits in the top of the inning, Loretto is going to try to get things started here. First up is Cason Springer. And those will be more on the mound for Terre Haute.
Springer, a recent commit to Columbia State Community College just up the road. Springer fouled that one off over here to the middle school game. And Springer's bat, when he's hot, hot. And then if he gets on base, he can absolutely fly.
1-1 will be in there. That's a good pitch by Moore. Looked like it had a good amount of break on it.
Yes, it did.
Looked like a little slider or cutter.
I told someone the other night watching the Loretto Summertown game, I would like to see a foot race between Cason Springer and Cason Blackwood.
Heads up there in the dugout.
Man, that's an ugly finder right there.
Well, Moore's pounding the zone, so Springer might be able to get something to hit. Here's a 1-2. Just missed.
Yeah, 2-2 count. I'm in that odd spot of the box where it's kind of, you know what I mean? I can say just good enough, but then again, some is like, I can't tell if it's outside or not. Oh.
That 2-2 also just misses.
How he laid off that, I don't know. It was outside. I can tell you that one was outside.
So
not by much.
Yeah, that was definitely not by much. Cason Springer is able to work the count full. And he gets a walk.
Well, the pitch just before that was ball 3. He started it out middle, and with that cut he's got on it, I mean, it was outside.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Troy Miller behind the plate. Troy's actually, most of the time, a really good, accurate I say accurate. Everybody's going to have their flaws, but you know what I mean. For the most part, Troy's a good umpire behind the plate.
Yeah. So Grant Fisher comes up to the plate here with Springer over there at first base. That pitch just up and in. Moore looks like he's got some good velocity on the mound there.
He has a quick snap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With his arm. He's going to pound the inside right here on Fisher.
It looks like got the call there. That was a good pitch.
Springer's not getting that big of a lead over on first base. Stretching it out a little bit this go round.
And there he goes. That bunt perfectly placed over there. The third baseman picks up, throws over the head of the first baseman. Springer makes his way around third. He will score, potentially sliding, and it's out. No, safe is the call. He says he got his hand in there just in time.
Listen, Troy's right there, right on top of that place. I mean, it's hard to argue with what he saw and didn't see.
He's explaining to Terra Haute's coach. The way that he was pointing, he was saying that he got his hand in there just in time.
I'm not 100% sure. If Springer stumbled up coming around a third or what, he's over there talking to Coach Weathers about something.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we were just talking about he can absolutely fly.
Yeah.
But that was a first home run, so, you know.
That was a little bit. Mason Tittle up at the plate now, so over there at second is Fisher. 1 run already in. Yeah, you're definitely right. I've done a few of the Loretto games, not only this year but also last year, and that was one of the things that Springer, he is fast around the bases.
Yes. Well, and here's a lot of something else that a lot of people don't think about too. You know, you're concentrating on everything going else, and then you try to get your footwork right to hit the base in the right angle, at the right spot, whatever. Sometimes that'll slow you down more than what you think it will, you know, as a runner.
Yeah. That 1-1 is in there. I'll bring the count to 1-2. Still no outs here in this bottom of the first.
I'd like to see him leave a little floater right there on the inside, see how far Mason can put one out there in the cornfield.
Heads up in the dugout again.
Moore is definitely attacking the strike zone. Like he's not backing off by all means.
He's not. He's definitely pounding the zone. It's allowing the Mustangs to have something to hit.
Fisher with a pretty good sized lead at second base.
Chopper over there to the shortstop, and he has no play. Just absolutely no play. Kind of in no man's land. It looked like he was trying to go to third. That is Higgum over there at short. He was thinking about maybe go to Ellsworth at third.
Yeah, you're right. That ball hit right there between second base, third base. Both guys are trying to make a play. You know, it's almost as the shortstop, you kind of got to know that my third baseman's coming over here that plays it first.
Yep.
But look, Mason can move. And, you know, he may have looked up and been like, holy crap, that guy is getting it down the line.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he even threw to first, if he was going to be able to get him or not. But that was definitely kind of one of those. He was in between. What do I do? Those are always the tough ones.
Even if it's a slow runner right there, that's a long throw.
It is. I'll bring up Ellis, the first baseman.
I guess I could beat the lineup right here instead of toting it around like a baby. Raleigh, I know the other night at Summertown was 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 or something like that. He almost hit the cycle.
That one swung on out towards center field, but underneath it is the center fielder, Dean. No tag. And so runners will stay over at first and third.
That's a good call because that's a good throw from that center fielder. He wasn't very, very deep, but still, he come up letting that ball eat.
It looked like that was one that you could tag on, but that was a good enough throw that you held the runner over there at third. So 1 out now in the bottom of the first.
Mason with a big lead at first base.
I wonder if Loretto was going to kind of force the issue, maybe get him going. There he goes. Throw down to second is not in time, as Tidwell slid under that tag.
If that throw was to the right side of the base, that
might have been out.
That's a bang play. It was pretty close as it was.
That was a great throw by the catcher. That's Millington behind the plate. Got two Millingtons on the roster for Terre Haute.
In Millington and C Millington.
You see the N Millingtons over there at second. C is behind the plate.
John Will has had a fairly decent season hitting so far. I know John Will, he got his glasses last year or so. Ooh, he hit that
was
one.
Hammer but foul.
Got his glasses. He come up down on the field, and we're like, hey, man, you can see now? Yeah. Of course, you've got to give John Will a hard time. You've got to give him a hard time because he's going to give you one. He said, man, this is a whole different game now. We're like, we can
actually see.
He's a funny kid, fun to pick at.
He's got a 1-2 count. Let's see what he does. That one got back behind the catcher, and that will allow Fisher to score pretty easily.
I'm going to say this. If you're not, we don't know what they play up around there in Terre Haute, as far as field-wise or whatever, but here at Loretto, if a ball like that gets past you, that's a long way to go get it. It's just hard enough to make it to the backstop, but it's a slow roller. You know what I mean? Mason moves over to third.
Still one out for Terre Haute, 2-2. Just missed outside. That had a bit of a two-seam action, or almost. That one swung on, driven back towards the left foul line. Left field foul line, just foul, says the umpire. That was crushed deep.
I mean, 2 more feet to the right, and he gets a ground rule double with that one.
Mention the wind. The wind is going that way. It's helping that. The left fielder, McCoy, out there for Terre Haute. Now the full count pitch. Misses, ball 4.
Another thing about this field, too, is in the summertime when you have summer practice, the cornfields out here, so the tassel flies will drive you bananas. And then you come in the spring and there's nothing planted, and it's like nothing knocks the wind down, and you'll freeze to death down here as well.
Kind of create your own little environment over here. So Cooper Burleson comes up to the plate, as he has the potential third run of the ball game over there 90 feet away. That pitch is in there for a strike.
When Cooper first came down here, all of his brothers' first names start with a G. And when he come down here, I said, are you sure it's not Gooper?
Gooper.
So during the summer ball, I was calling him Gooper, and he just shook his head every time.
That's funny.
He's another fun kid to pick at. Now, he'll give it back to you, too.
Another pitch in there for a strike. Third down to second is not in time.
Man, I tell you what.
There's some close plays over there second.
This catcher's got a cannon. It's a sneaky cannon.
It is. And we'll get time called. And I don't know if the head coach is going to talk to the, For a second, I thought he might be talking to the second base umpire.
Oh, John.
He's got some wheels. When you look at him, you don't really think that he's going to be
John
really quick.
Wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he thought that guy wasn't going to throw it or what, but man, he threw a dart down there. This song.
It's perfect right now. Burleson down the count 0-2. More deals. This could be swung on, flared out towards left field, and that's going to be foul again.
And tell you what, the younger guys in the lower dugout are going to have a really, really good time trying to chase down some of these balls, these foul balls. Ooh.
Oh, that's a very nasty pitch by Moore right there to get Burleson down on strikes for the second out. There ain't nothing you can do about that one. That was just nasty. Tip your hat to the pitcher. Now I'll bring up the right fielder, Ben Lyles. 2 runs already in the top or the bottom of the first, with 2 more RBIs potentially on the bags at third and second. Kind of a interesting hack there by Lyles. Looked like he might have been fooled a little bit by that pitch. That's
He's
way
got
upstairs.
some pep on it.
Yeah, he does.
I wish I had some more information on these guys. You know, are they sophomores? What, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Moore looking to get out of the inning. 0-2. Swung on and fell back.
Lyles hit that one off his knuckles.
The way that he's swinging, it almost looks like the pitch is jumping on him, and he's definitely trying to figure out the timing.
Or kind of like those slap hitters in softball.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
just,
that bad.
Just
but
slapping.
you're right. It does look like that. Like it's in on him, and he's just...
Yeah, just trying to get the bat to it. 1-2. Outside, 2-2.
Ooh.
Another one in the dirt.
I don't know how many pitches he's got already this inning.
He's definitely getting up there. Another full count pitch. Loretto's making him work. They'll get down in the count and find a way to work it back. Full count pitch. Here it comes. Swung on. Over to the second baseman. Sliding attempt. Throw to first is in time. That's a great play over there by the second baseman, Millington, to save it. For a second, I thought he wasn't going to be able to manage that, but he did. So after 2 runs there in the bottom of the first, there are 2 more runs left on base. We head to the top of the second. 2-0 Loretto here on the Exports Network. All right, do it.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
I like him.
Yeah, I do too. He's always been.
Oh my gosh.
Forgot to run the intro at the first of the game. I haven't had an intro to run in a while because it's just hasn't been available.
Yeah.
Especially for Alabama games I've been doing. So I got out of the habit of not doing it. So I can run it.
Oh, we need to be back. So, what do you want to do?
You take another inning for play-by-play.
Welcome back to the Exports Network. We're in the top of the second. Terra Haute coming up to bat. Do we know Terra Haute's mascot?
I don't know Terra Haute's mascot.
Maybe we need to look that up.
Special thanks to Nick Moore for helping us out there. He might be back tonight. He going to see a family member right behind us, play some ball. And so
they mentioned everybody's playing today.
Yeah,
all the fields are taken.
Yeah. So thanks to Nick for helping us out.
That pitch is in there for a strike by Dylan Thompson. We're on the 4th spot here for Terre Haute. This is Dean. We'll have Dean, Moore, and Lawson coming up. 1-2 by Thompson. Swung on. That's going to be fouled. Heads up over there in the softball field next to us. Loretto managed 2 runs there in the bottom of the 1st. That pitch misses upstairs, 2-2. Had a couple runners left on base. So Terre Haute thankful that they are only able to get out of that with just allowing 2 runs. That swung and fouled back towards our area.
What would you guess their mascot is just by looking at them?
Just by their colors, I could see them being like the Wildcats.
Okay.
That pitch is swung on, fouled back. I know the logo that we have up there on the scoreboard is just the N for they're the Northern High School in Terre Haute. I believe there's a North and South Terre Haute High School. They're on the north side. Swung on, driven out to the second base area and the front side of the outfield. That's handled out there by Cooper Burleson.
I was going to guess the Indians. Maybe I've heard that before.
That's good. I'll Google up and see what happens.
In the meantime, Moore, their pitcher, coming in to the plate. Checks his swing, but it doesn't matter. It was a strike anyways.
Patriots.
Patriots.
Didn't think about it. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. Terre Haute, North Terre Haute Patriots.
Foul back over there towards the Loretto on-deck circle. That does make sense with their color scheme.
Yeah.
Kind of navy blue and the red and white. That one's going to be chopped over there. Good play over there by Riley Ellis. And 2 quick outs. Now we'll bring up the first baseman, Lawson. That was Moore that chopped to the first baseman. So Dylan Thompson making quick work.
Yeah, so far.
Yep, so far of our visitors from Indiana. That one, it will leak through as soon as I said that. There's a base hit. Got in between Tidwell and Fisher. Made his way out into left field. There's the first hit of the game for Terre Haute. Now we'll bring up the third baseman, Ellsworth.
Yeah, I was about to say, so far, 5 batters faced, 5 sat down, but the 6th one gets on.
Short lead over there by Lawson. Thompson in the stretch. Hits the outside corner for a strike. Chopper over towards shortstop Fisher. Gathers, throws over to first. That almost takes Ellis off the bag, but he was able to keep a foot down, and that is the 3rd out. Terre Haute gets their first hit of the ball game, but that runner's left stranded. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Loretto Mustangs up 2-0 here on the Exports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Make your property rock and roll with services from GNS Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Dylan Thompson up at the plate trying to help himself out. That pitch is swung on and fouled. Dylan's done a good job on the mound so far, allowing one hit. And Moore on the mound for the Patriots. He's done a solid job, but that one error that he had over there at the third base side, I say that he had, that his third baseman had, cost him a little bit there in the first inning. So he's looking to do better in this second go around. That pitch misses outside. Now bring the count to 2-1. After Thompson, we'll have Braden Bennett in the 9-hole. Then we go back to the top of the lineup with Case and Springer. 2-1 is inside, but called a strike on the inside corner. Moore gets his sign, winds up, and here's the 2-2 upstairs, 3-2.
Yeah, I think the first inning, going back to that, was just opportune base running by Loretto. Moore gave up a couple of walks, and there was one error. Other than that, there was only one base hit that I see in the first inning. So Loretto just taking advantage of the mistakes that Terra Haute had, and they put 2 on the board. And here we go again with a leadoff walk.
Leadoff walk, and with Dylan Thompson being the pitcher, he gets a pinch runner, and over there is going to be number 24, Kalen Goins.
The left fielder, number 16, Braden Bennett.
Short lead over there at first. Swing and a miss. Foul tip by Burleson. Quick throwback over to first. Is not in time. I tell you what, either throwbacks to first or the throwdowns to second have been spot on by the catcher, but they've just been late by just a hair.
Not by much.
Bunt showed by Bennett. Picked up by Moore. Throw over to first is in time. That will move Goins over there to second base. And will be the first out of the inning. So back to the top of the lineup with Case and Springer. And he has an RBI chance. He scored the first run of the game. That was a very close call at home. Matter of fact, I thought that he was actually going to be scoring. I did not realize that the throw had already come in and was on its way to the catcher before he got to the plate. But umpire called him safe.
Number 4, Case and
Corners are playing in just in case there's a potential bunt. That pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Springer has some good wheels on him, so a bunt wouldn't be out of the question. 1-0 is going to miss outside, 2-0. Swung on, line drive. That's going to be caught over there by the third baseman. Throwback to second is in time for the double play. Great play by Ellsworth over there at third base for the line drive out and the flip over to second. And just like that, the Mustangs are out of business here in the bottom of this second. Head to the top of the third, still 2-0 Loretto. You're watching the X Sports Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Loretto. We are watching a baseball game between the Mustangs and the Terre Haute Patriots. Is that right?
That's
is that
the
what
Patriots. That's what we found out.
I'm Bryant Gobble alongside Taylor Plott. We're thankful that you are joining us. It's 2-0, and we are at the top of the third. Loretto put a 2-spot in the first inning, but Terre Haute with some nifty defense gets a double play, get the runner out at second. And now we are at the top of the third. Number 23, Dylan Thompson, still on the mound. And at the plate is the 8-hole hitter. This is Millington. Swing and a miss right there to sit down. 1, 2, 3 pitches, and he'll take a seat. Didn't mess around at all. Yeah.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2.
Both pitchers are doing good. The only blemish, like we talked about earlier, is just that error that kind of got things going for the Mustangs in the first.
Yeah, a couple of walks and an error is the only reason why there's a 2-spot on the board. And, you know, Loretto took advantage, but Terre Haute's no slouch by any means. They beat a good Summertown team last night. They'll face Lawrence County, I believe, tomorrow. So they're making their way around Lawrence County.
I did take a peek over here to – obviously, I imagine the fans over here are going to be parents of the players, but there's a good group that have made the trek down from Indiana, down here in the first base bleachers.
Very nice, yeah. At the plate, the left-handed hitter, number 2, McCoy. He is the left fielder, and he puts one down to the second baseman, and that's through. Hard ground ball gets through, and Terre Haute has a 1-out base runner.
Second hit of the game. That one, the hardest hit so far.
Back to the top of the order, number 14, Ian Millington.
We'll go back to the top of the order. Millington. He struck out in his first at-bat, struck out looking. He'd like to see what Thompson's got here and not suffer the same fate. Goes down 1-0 or 0-1 right off the bat.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that you had the score thing over there.
Popped up out of play. We now have 0-2 count.
As soon as I clicked the button, it was like, oh, wait, that already says 0-1.
Yeah. Different ways of getting our score bug accurate here. Thanks for being on top of that. There's a throwback to first, not in time. Keeping the runner honest over there.
Seen a couple of stolen bases so far tonight. See if Terre Haute tries to force the issue a bit here with one out.
Yeah, the way this game's going early, seems like runs will be at a premium.
Yeah.
Right, there's been good defense, good pitching, and Terre Haute might start feeling pressure here early to try to force the issue. We'll see if they send the runner.
Not a bad lead over there.
He stays. Ball's inside. First ball of the at-bat. 1-2 count. Loretto might feel the same feel, right? They're playing small ball, trying to get some runs while they can. They've laid down 2 sack bunts. One of them was the cause of a run scoring because of a throwing error on the third baseman. They tried to push around the previous inning, but just had an unfortunate line drive to the third baseman for the second out, and then throw back to second base for the third out.
And that one was a very strong ricochet off of the umpire. So the catcher, Vinny Vilos, makes his way to the mound to give the umpire some time.
Millington, the second baseman, standing in the left-handed batter's box. 1-2 count.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Oh, that was a good pitch. That was a little high. 2-2. I believe that was a breaking ball, missed outside, full count.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad pitch at all. See if you get him to chase. I think he just kind of missed his spot just a tad.
And he rips that one to the right side. That'll be a base hit. Runners, almost.
Another one close.
Base runner was McCoy, almost overran it. He rounded second base and came off the bag. The right fielder for Loretto, Lyles, quickly threw down to second. Almost got a tag. Runner is safe, though. And we'll have runners on first and second with one out. Terre Haute is in business here with runner in scoring position.
Yeah, first time they've had a runner in scoring position tonight. So if the Patriots want to get on the board here and make this a ball game, this is their opportunity.
Higham steps in. He is the shortstop. Lays down a bunt.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. Pitcher tried to tag him out. It was dropped and rolls into the outfield. Runner scores. That's McCoy coming from second to home. Millington will be safe at third, and Higham, the sack bunt, comes in handy, and Terre Haute has their first run on the board.
It looked like Thompson got it, but he got it on the tip of his glove, and it looked like when he was trying to, either he was just reaching the glove out and it fell out, or if he was trying to, you know how you would kind of open your glove up a little bit, let the ball kind of fall further into the mitt. maybe he was trying to do that, but he lost it right before he tagged the runner.
The 3-hole hitter, Goda, will step up to the plate. Another left-hander. Foul tips that one for a 1-1 count.
May have your attention, please. There's been a cell phone turned in to the concession stand.
Anybody lose their cell phone? Somebody did.
Nick said that he doesn't know where his phone is. Maybe that's his.
That is true. That could have been his. Nick's out there looking for his cell phone right now. They could run a promo. You know how they always want, to return the foul balls.
Uh-huh.
If they can't find the owner of the cell phone, be like, bring the foul balls in. We'll give you a free phone.
Exactly. 3 foul balls equals a free phone.
That'd be great. That ball misses low. Still got one out here. Terre Haute threatening. Runners on second and third. Goda steps out, steps back in. Thompson never moved, I don't think. He stayed ready right there. Coming set from the stretch.
Oof.
Off speed, misses inside.
High and tight.
The 3-1. Launch it out. Right center field. Forget about it. Over the Gary Lamb Field sign. That was a no-doubter off the bat. Terre Haute, emphatic home run, takes the lead 4-2 here in the top of the third.
There was absolutely no doubt about that. When we talked about the wind earlier, any high fly ball is going to have a really good chance at potentially being a home run, and that one was just absolutely crushed out there right over the Gary Lamb Field sign in right center field. And just like that, Terre Haute has turned this game completely around into their favor. Now they're up by 2.
That ball is high. Now to the plate is Dean, the center fielder. Incredible inning here by the Patriots. Some good hitting. They have 3 hits so far. Loretto definitely regrets not getting that bunt, that runner out on the bunt. That was Higgum that laid down the bunt, wound up getting on base. That was an extra base runner for the home run right there. There's another line drive.
And they are hitting
He's
the
being
ball
greedy.
hard.
He's going 2. He'll be in safely.
Not only can he hit the ball hard, but my goodness, he can run.
Yeah. I was a little worried. I'm like, why are you rounding first? Why are you rounding first? But he was in safely. No issue there.
I mean, that 9 out of 10 players, that's just a single.
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting to second.
Yeah.
But he's that one guy that is just that he has incredible speed, and he didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
He rounded first, and he just immediately headed to second.
Yep. I believe that was Dean that was out there. I can't tell the base runner number, though. That one kind of flared out. Handled well by the shortstop. That's Grant Fisher making the play for the second out.
Honestly, that is probably a break there for the Mustangs. If that was a flare into short center field, he's probably scoring on that.
Yes. Yeah, shortstop and center fielder would have had a really tough time corralling that ball and getting it in. First pitch to number 12, Lawson, is outside. Thompson trying to work himself out of the inning after giving up multiple base hits and a long shot home run. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Thompson still coming right at him. That's what you need to do. Let your defense work. Yeah, Terre Haute, you've found out that they can hit, but you don't need to mess around.
Throw back to second, not in time.
Thompson's obviously got good enough stuff that he can come at you and strike you out and get outs. The thing that he just doesn't need to get into is just kind of being too cautious.
There's a hit. That's down. Right fielder couldn't get underneath it. Dean will score from second, and standing up on second is Lawson after a 2-out double. Scores another run, makes the lead 5-2 here in the third inning.
Well, Ben Lyles out there in right field, it looked like he had a beat on that ball, but it just looked like it kept telling away from him and had a good side spin on it, and he was unable to get under it for the third out.
Swing and a miss. Big cut right there. This is Ellsworth, the 9th batter of the inning for the Patriots. He's down 0-2. Thompson still battling on the mound. Pop up. See if someone can track it. Pitcher underneath it. Thompson makes the out in foul territory to get out of the inning. Not before Terre Haute does major damage. A long shot puts them up 4-2. A couple of doubles makes it 5-2. And we are heading to the bottom of the third. Loretto will have their chance to respond coming up.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
After getting shut down in the first 2 innings, Terre Haute roars out to a 5-2 lead off of 5 hits, a long shot home run. Loretto has a chance to respond now at the plate. Grant Fisher, the 2-hole hitter, looks at ball 1.
And Loretto's got the power to do exactly what Terre Haute did in that last half inning. They just need to get the bats going again. That first inning was good. Had an error on a bunt that kind of led things to that 2-run inning, but now you need to get some singles, some doubles, and maybe smash one just like Terre Haute did.
Fisher is the one who started the scoring earlier, laying down the bunt.
That was a really good bunt that he laid down. The third baseman had a play, but he airmailed it over there to the first baseman.
Sure did. Ooh, that was in on the rib cage.
Ouch.
Try to get out of the way. Those pitches are riding in. That one winds up clipping Fisher.
There'll be a bruise there in the morning.
Yep.
Those are the ones I always hated.
Number 13, Mason Tidwell.
As you walk away and completely ignore what I just said, you had to turn the lights on.
I heard you.
I know you did.
I heard you.
Those, I hate those with the rib cage. They just seem to be one of the more painful areas to get hit.
Yeah. Yeah, any sport that you're playing. Basketball, you take an elbow to the rib cage, maybe trying to fight for a rebound. Football, you take a shot to the rib cage. Baseball, you take a ball to that area. It hurts. That one's fouled back. At the plate, it's number 13, Mason Tidwell.
I've been hitting the back. I've been hitting the leg. I've been hitting the arm. You can, the back and the arm, obviously depending on where the arm is, you can handle that. Yeah, it's going to sting a little bit, but that rib cage almost makes you just kind of keel over and just crumble.
Yeah. Not easy to play through. There's a breaking ball that falls into the top of the zone. Tidwell with a base hit to the left side. We'll see if he does the same here. Fights it off the hands, chopped down to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag to get the first out of the inning. Fisher will advance to second.
That's a productive out. Get the runner in scoring position.
Number 10, Riley Ellis.
Riley Ellis will step up to the plate. He flew out to center field in his first at bat. Right-handed hitter plays first base. Hits that one to the shortstop. Fielded over to first. In time for the second out.
Oh, John Tucker needs to find a way to get that third run in. You still want to respond as much as you can to that 5 spot that Terra Haute put up on you in that top of the third. You have to get everything back, but if you're able to get that third run across, that helps the cause.
John Tucker will step in, the designated hitter. Got a walk in the first inning. Definitely seems like the pitcher here has settled in.
Moore's a good pitcher.
Moore, yeah, I say that and he's thrown as outside, but he is a good pitcher. He's settled in. Loretto's making contact just to the defensive men to be able to make a play. Hard to lay off of that one, but Tucker is disciplined and gets the count to 2-1. That one's low. Dangerous spot here. Hitters count, runner on third. Loretto looking to cut into the lead. Ooh, outside.
Painted.
I don't know if Tucker agreed with that one. It doesn't matter. The umpire called it a strike. We'll have a full count. That one's fouled off. The full count. Walks him. Loretto have runners in the corners here with 2 outs. Let's see if they can take advantage. Number 11, the left-handed batter, Cooper Burleson, struck out the first inning. Looks to turn a new leaf here in the third. Swing and a miss right there. Big cut.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to just say, forget this, I'm tying it up right now.
That would have been an amazing shot if he connected with it. There's another big cut. Swung at it. Oh, the back pick, not in time. That was close. Burleson swinging at the ball like it stole his dog. He's down 0-2. Low and away. Runner will score. Sliding in rather easily is Grant Fisher. And that'll cut into the lead and make it 5-3.
Yeah, that one got behind the catcher and just kind of died close to the backstop, but Fisher's fast enough to where they didn't have really a chance to get him.
Yeah, that's not a great pitch by the pitcher. There's a pop-up. Third baseman underneath it. And making the out. That is the third baseman, Ellsworth. So, Loretto get 1 run back in the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Terre Haute leads 5-3. You're watching the Exports Network.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
This is the X Sports Network.
We're back here at Gary Lamb Field. Loretto back on the field as we start the fourth inning. Leading off for Terre Haute, number 7, Millington.
Oh, heads up.
Yeah, heads up indeed. Heads down in that case.
Yeah, really.
Get your head down. That was up and in. Millington's looks a pretty tall guy. That one's up. 2-0. Millington struck out in his first at-bat. Didn't have a at-bat till the previous inning in the third. But Terre Haute batted around So he'll get his second at bat here in the fourth. 3-0 count. Got to imagine he'll lay off of this one. And he does. That's in. No! Whew. I was with Millington. I thought that was a ball, but umpire says that grays the inside corner. We'll have a 3-1 count. I tried that one time. I got told, if you're going to walk to the mall. Most embarrassing moment in my baseball career.
If you're going to walk to the mall.
And you know what? I didn't play too much longer after that. Swing and a miss. Big cut, big comeback there by Thompson after falling down 3-0 in the count. And he sits down Millington for the first out of the inning.
He thought he had a walk and then ended up getting a strikeout.
Yep. So this inning starts off like the previous. A strikeout from Millington for the first out. McCoy got things started in the previous inning with a base hit to the right side. He fouls the first pitch off. That one might have been a little too high. That one catches the inside of the plate. 1-2. Dylan Thompson looking good here from the windup. There's a hit. That'll be down for a base hit. Fourth inning so far, on par with the third, as the first batter strikes out, but McCoy has a one-out base knock to center field.
As head coach Zach Curtis makes his way to the mound. Don't think we have a pitching change. He's going to talk to Thompson.
I'll have a talk with Thompson. Millington, the leadoff batter, coming to the plate. Dangerous hitter.
Nope,
and
we'll
make a pitching change here. Thompson looks like he'll go out to left field. And
Braden Bennett's coming in.
We'll find out who the next pitcher is. Bennett?
That's what I suspect. Yep, he's getting his pitching glove.
That's it. We'll have Braden Bennett on the mound. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with one out. Terra Haute has a base runner on first. Bennett going to try to shut him down when we get back on the Exports Network.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Some things just never go out of style, like craftsmanship you can trust. Since 1902, H.B. Brink & Company has been building more than homes, they've built trust. Locally owned and operated in Lawrence County, Tennessee for over a century, spanning 3 generations, extending their craft to surrounding counties, providing lumber, millwork, tools, and materials that stand the test of time. From custom homes to weekend DIY projects, if you need it, they've got it. Stop by 134 Depot Street in Lawrenceburg or give them a call today.
On the mound for Loretto is number 16. And that is fouled off. This is number 7. Who we got out there?
This is for Loretto?
Yeah. This
is Jaden Aaron.
This is Jaden Aaron for Loretto on the mound.
So I guess Bennett is.
I
thought that he was coming in.
He might have got switched out in the previous inning that we missed. But Jaden Aaron, nonetheless, on the mound in relief for Thompson. Thompson makes it 3 1/3. And Aaron now up in the count 0-2 to number 14. This is the leadoff batter, Millington. That's popped up and out of play.
This is the other Millington, his brother who was up earlier. They both are got some size to them. Both tall kids.
Breaking ball gets him looking. Millington will take a slow walk back to the dugout after watching that one go by him.
That was a great pitch by Jaden.
Higham will step in. Higham, the shortstop, pops the first pitch back. Flew out in the first inning. Reached on a bunt in the third. That was the bunt where the pitcher fielded it. Thompson fielded it, and as he went for the tag, got knocked out of his glove. Runner goes. Throw down is not on target, not in time. Terra Haute will have a runner on second with 2 outs.
Yeah, had a great jump there from first. Even though Vinny Velos has a good arm, there's no catching him.
That's McCoy, if I'm not mistaken, out there on second base with stolen base. That one's fouled out of play. I'd be interested to know the story. Maybe someone could message us and tell us, but I believe there's a different number on all the front of the jerseys of the Terre Haute players. I say a different number. It's different from what the back of their jerseys are. They're consistent across the jerseys. It's 20-something on the front of every Terre Haute player. And there's a hit. Center field. That's down for a base hit. McCoy rounding third. Relay's not going to come. I'll be honest, Taylor. McCoy kind of stumbled there.
He did with the bat.
Didn't really look like he touched home plate.
Not sure.
He might have got his toe on it. You might be able to rewind that at home, folks, but
I know that he stumbled over the bat.
It was close. It was real close. Nonetheless, he will be safe, and Terre Haute extends the lead 6-3. Aaron finds himself down in the count 2-0. He's facing number 24, Goda, the right fielder. There's a strike that finds the corner.
Aaron on the mound just trying to find that what seems like an elusive third out right now in this inning.
That ball bounces. Catcher can't corral it. And Higham catches the defense sleeping. And an errant throw by Aaron will allow the run to score. Heads up base running there by Higham.
That was just lollygagging by the Mustangs. Just no awareness whatsoever on what the runner is doing. Yeah, you knew that he was going to second, but you need to make sure that he does not get that extra base. Huge middle mistake there.
Stolen base from first to second. as we'll have a walk here. Stolen base from first to second as the pitcher, Aaron and Velos, are getting the ball to each other. Higgum takes off for third. By the time Aaron realizes he's going to third, he overthrows the third baseman, and Higgum's able to score. Runner goes. Got him. Throw down from Veloz will get Loretto out of the inning. Goda gets thrown out, trying to steal second base. Terre Haute, though, adds a couple of extra runs on the board. They lead 7-3. Mustangs at the plate up next.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
We're back here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Loretto has a chance to answer after Terre Haute adds a couple of runs across the plate. They lead 7-3. I thought if the first of the game runs would be at a premium. We've been proven wrong so far, Taylor.
Yeah, I was with you. I kind of thought the same thing. Runs are kind of coming at a premium, and all of a sudden the floodgates opened up, and that is from the Mustang perspective. Unfortunately, it's gone in the Patriot direction of Terre Haute.
Yeah, Terre Haute adds 2. 1 run was just almost inexplicable right there from the Mustangs. Just a couple of mental mistakes. I was telling Taylor at the break, my wife used to coach softball, and it was always fun to see her and the girls out there. And one thing the coaching staff always preached was don't compound your mistakes. If you make one mistake, have the wherewithal to know your mistake and be like, okay, how do I just settle things for the moment, right? Yep. How do I just stop things for the moment? Don't make an errant throw. Don't misfield something and create a deeper hole than what you're already in. And the Mustangs did that right there in the previous inning by not having the wherewithal to know that runners stealing from second to third, and then you make a bad throw, and all of a sudden they have an extra run on the board.
Yeah, I'm completely with you on that. I mean, that's one of those where you should know, based on what had happened on that play, that runner went to second. So then your job, whether you're the catcher, whoever gets the ball, your job is to make sure that runner does not advance 90 feet further. And that did not happen. And Jaden Aaron got the ball, and by the time he got it, the runner was halfway to third. And I don't know if he would have gotten him with the throw. It might have been close. But honestly, in that situation, probably would have just held the ball. You had 2 outs. You just need that third out, and that runner's not scoring. So if you just held the ball there, you might have gotten away without allowing that extra run.
Ben Lyles sits down. He strikes out at the plate now, hitting a chopper to short and reaching safely. First baseman couldn't pick it was Thompson.
That was a break there for the Mustangs. That would have been the second out of the inning.
Thompson will reach first on an error. Loretto needs base runners, however they can get them.
They're not out of this game.
No, they're not. Number 7, Aaron, will step in. He has subbed in for Braden Bennett.
Aaron has an opportunity here to potentially right a wrong.
Popped back out of play. Yeah, Aaron, even though it was a mistake that he made, he can still get back into this game and continue making plays for the Mustangs. Game far from over. Watches that fall in for a strike.
I tell you, I'm impressed with this Moore kid on the mound for Terre Haute. He has done very well in this game. Got good velocity, good arm, good breaking ball, as you saw right there.
Runner goes, and the catcher's not able to corral the ball.
The runner had an effect on that.
Yep.
That throw was not exactly what Moore was intending to do, so that was definitely an influence by the runner.
Swing and a miss. That ball was inside, and Aaron will take a walk back to the dugout for the second out of the inning. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Kason Springer has reached on a walk and hit into a double play in the second inning.
Well, Kason needs to get this run across some way. You need to at least get one back in this inning if you can.
Moore fires in for strike one. It's outside. Breaking ball doesn't fall. That's up and in. That one's down and away.
Springer working the count to his advantage.
He's being disciplined at the plate, has a hitter's count. 2 outs. Runner on second. See what he does with it.
Don't get too greedy here. You do need base runners.
Breaking ball falls. Bring the count to full.
That's one of the things that you need to try to rein in if you can. Don't want to be too much or do too much. Just do your part. If you get a walk, you get a walk. If you're able to get something good to hit it.
Thompson's still standing on second. Want to be pushed around. And that's low and away. Loretto will have runners on first and second. Good news for Terre Haute. Tag any bag if you get a ground ball. Grant Fisher, the right-handed hitter, playing shortstop, will step in. That one's away.
Moore's starting to kind of fall behind a little bit. I'm not sure what his pitch count is. I know that Loretto made him work in the first inning.
This is his third time through the lineup, and we're still trying to get through the fourth inning. Steps off the mound, threatens the throwback, holds on to it. He's done this, though. He'll get deep into a count, he'll walk a batter, and then he'll wind up having a few good pitches to get him out of a jam. We'll see how he responds here.
He did with a strike.
That one's low. 3-1 count. Fisher laid down a bunt the first inning, got hit by a pitch in the third. Has yet to been able to swing the bat. Now one's in. Fisher will walk. Gotten on base every at bat so far.
Bases now loaded with a bunch of Mustangs, as it looks like the coach for Terre Haute will make his way out to the mound. We'll see if he does a pitching change.
The stable is full. Could you say that?
The stable is full. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Now what you would like to see is the stable's full, but let's let the Mustangs get out and run.
That's right.
That would mean we get some runs in this
Let
inning.
them get out and stretch their legs. Sorry if we're making you cringe at home.
It's 8 o'clock on a Thursday. I've already had a long week.
They'll keep Moore out there. 7-3 lead. You got a little bit to play with. Moore definitely can just throw some strikes and let the defense behind him make some plays. See if they can get him out of this. Mason Tidwell, a dangerous hitter, coming up to the plate. If there's any opportunity for Loretto to score some runs, it will be right here.
This is the perfect opportunity. And same thing I said about Grant Fisher. Don't be too big in this situation. Tidwell, don't be too big in this situation. I know you would love to crank a home run right here.
And just that. Taylor spoken into existence. Nice ground ball in the gap. Will score a run for Loretto. That'll eat into the lead. Loretto now goes from 3 to 4. Still has the bases loaded as they got a 2-out rally going here.
Just station to station offense, and now we'll get a pitching change, I believe. But, yeah, just like I said, Tidwell, you can get into – I get it. Been there, done that. You would try to end up wanting to do a lot more than what you really need to do. And Moore will make his way out of the infield to the dugout. Hats off to him. He did a good job this game, but this inning got away from him just a little bit.
Moore has a good showing, but nonetheless gets pulled here in the bottom of the fourth. Loretto is threatening. They have the bases loaded with 2 outs. We'll see who the new pitcher is when we come back on the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Banking made simple and convenient. At Builtwell Bank, we're here for you. Whether you're making a milestone purchase or saving for retirement, our dedicated financial team will walk with you every step of the way because we care. From personal banking accounts to making sure your business and commercial needs are met, we'll make sure you have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and goals. Serving Lawrenceburg and Summertown. Come see us today. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell in Lawrence County, Tennessee? At Corbin & Company Realty, we know this place because we live here too. We are locally owned and deeply rooted. We treat you like a neighbor because you are one. Trust the team that does local best. Check out our listings like this lush 4.56 acre tract with a 3-year home, large shop building, and a year-round creek. This is just one of the many hidden gems we discover for you. Call Donna today at 931-629-5228. Corbin & Company Realty LLC, Summertown's only real estate firm.
Hi folks, this is Bill Osborne, Brass Lantern Legends Restaurants. I'm here today to tell you about our Friday and Saturday specials. This is all day, Friday and Saturday, day and night. We are featuring our bacon wrapped pork filet with your choice of side item. We're also featuring our sizzle platter. It's a bourbon sirloin served with our bourbon glaze on top. Got sauteed mushrooms, peppers, and onions served on a 500-degree skillet. These two are for $14 on Friday and Saturday. Come out and see us on Friday and Saturday and enjoy one of these specials.
Van Hook will step on the mound for Terre Haute. Mustangs are threatening here. Bases loaded, 2-out rally going. They're down 3. They'd like to tie it, if not take the lead.
Shall I say it again? Don't be too big in this situation.
Yeah.
Tidwell did exactly what he needed to do. He got a base hit. So
this is Raleigh Ellis looking to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Raleigh's got some good pops, so he can definitely launch one. But don't go up there looking to launch one. Just take what the pitcher gives you.
Yeah, Raleigh has flew out to center field and grounded out to the shortstop in his previous 2 at-bats. Hits that one deep, left field, off the wall. Rounding the bases are the Mustangs. Ellis safe at second base. A double off the left field wall. That was a rocket. That'll score 2 runs.
Take what the pitcher gives you. And if you have pop, you can use that pop, and that was definitely the case. He wasn't swinging for the fences. He hit it. He hit it well, and he roped one off the wall there in left field. Great hit by Raleigh Ellis, and the Mustangs are back in business, and they might not be done yet.
No. That was an incredible shot, almost Giancarlo Stanton-like, just a missile off the bat. There might be a dent in the left field wall where it hit and made contact. Loretto in business, only down 1 run, tying run, 90 feet away.
Now we'll get a courtesy runner out there for Ellis.
That'll be number 17.
That's going to be Aiden Graves out there at second. You know what? I'm going to keep it going because obviously this is whatever I'm saying is helping.
Say it again.
So John Tucker up at the plate. Don't get too big. Do what you need to do.
John has worked 2 walks in his previous at-bat. This is his 3rd time at the plate.
And it's the same thing with Raleigh Ellis. Ellis has some pop. Well, John Tucker has some pop, too, at the DH position.
Van Hook, the new pitcher, looking to get out of the inning. First pitch is outside, a strike.
The wind is still in your favor. It has switched direction. It's now more coming across.
Ooh, breaking ball. Ties Tucker up there. Tucker was trying to be like, do I get out of the way? Do I not? That ball broke and found the strike zone. Van Hook steps off. Says, my bad. Let's get back on it. 0-2 count. One pitch away from getting out of the inning with the lead still. And there's miscommunication going on with catcher and pitcher, and they want to talk. Quick chat clears the air. John Tucker steps into the right-handed batter's box. The pitch, swing and a miss. Van Hook gets out of the inning, not before Loretto closes the gap. They're only down 1 run now at 7-6. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning here on the X Sports Network.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. We're in the top of the 5th now. Terra Haute coming back to the plate. They have a 1-run lead after Loretto. Their offense came out firing for 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Dean is up at the plate here for the Patriots.
Might have had another change.
Or another change? Let's see.
It said number 7, Millington.
7's Millington, so that's going to be in the 8th spot. If that is correct on your scorebook.
It's not. They've changed. They might have changed around the lineups on us.
Millington is up at the plate here with a 1-1 count. That one swung on, driven out towards left field, but underneath it and gathering it is the left fielder. I believe at this point it is Dylan Thompson that is out there and left.
Yeah, I think Thompson, at least in the previous inning, went from the mound out to left field with a pitch and change. Now Van Hook's at the plate, so we're back on track here. Yeah, I believe Millington might have swapped around positions. Van Hook, the pitcher, now at the plate.
So hopefully that gets things situated. It's quickly down 0-2 as Jaden Aaron's coming out, firing away, pounding that strike zone. That's exactly what you need to do. That one's down the dirt and scoots away from Vinny Velos. I'll bring the count to 1-2. Loretto obviously looking to have a shutdown inning and then come right back with that offense. That one's going to be swung on. That is not going to be a 1-2-3 shutdown inning, as that is roped up the middle for a single by Van Hook. That's a great name, by the way.
That is great.
That is a great name.
Now batting number 12, Lawson.
So Lawson coming to the plate now, the first baseman for the Patriots. One out, double play in order. See if Aaron can get a ground ball to end the inning here. Here's a pitch. Swung on, pop, potentially foul, and it is. Out towards the stands. Heads up, everybody. Yeah, it looks like someone had that opportunity to catch it but didn't. Oh, the Terre Haute fans over there on the left, or the first base bleachers.
Lawson has put a couple of balls. He's put one ball on the ground. He has 2 base hits. So a dangerous player. Swinging the bat, though, and could put the ball in play in the right spot. There's a big gap, though, right there between shortstop and third base.
A huge gap.
Oh, it hits it right to it.
Right to the shortstop. Gathered over there by Grant Fisher. Throwing to first in time for the double play. Just what the doctor ordered to get out of that 5th inning. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs down by 1. Let's see what their offense can do next on the Exports Network.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Exports Network alongside Bryant Gobble. I am Taylor Plyde here in the bottom of the 5th. Cooper Burleson up at the plate. He sends one out towards left field. It looks like it is, I imagine he caught it.
Yeah, he did.
Sounds like the fans are clapping out there. That was, I know you say 24 is on the front of the jersey.
Yeah. Notice, if you notice there on your screen, 24 is on every one of these Terre Haute players' jersey. I wish I knew the story behind that.
There's McCoy out there, by the way, out in the left.
It could be honoring someone, could be honoring a coach. I'm not exactly sure.
Might have to ask some of the Terre Haute people after the game. I imagine that they know. This will bring up Ben Lyles, the 7-hole hitter for the Mustangs. Swung on rope. That's going to get down. Out there to gather it is the right fielder, Goda. And he gets it in to hold Lyles to a single. 1-out single there for the Mustangs. And now we've got Dylan Thompson coming up to the plate. He started the game and went, 1 2/3?
3 1/3.
3 1/3. Sorry, 3 1/3.
Yep.
And moved out towards left field. So he comes to the plate trying to keep things going here for the Mustangs. Just down by 1. They were down by 4 just an inning ago. And they rattle off 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th to make this a 7-6 ball game. First pitch is swung on and missed for a strike.
Thompson reached on a throwing error by the shortstop in the previous inning. Loretto one batter away from batting around in the previous inning. They closed the gap. Before the inning, it was 7-3. They plate 3 in the fourth, make it 7-6.
Let's see what they can do in this inning. Off to a good start. Yeah, they do have one out, but got a base runner over there at first base. Van Hook on the mound. That's a great pitcher name, as that pitch is swung on and missed.
That's a great pitch right there. Thompson will sit down.
Yeah. Van Hook with the hook. There to Dylan Thompson. Now will bring up Jaden Aaron. Coming in the 9 spot, if he's able to get on base, back to the top of the lineup in Kason Springer. I know the Mustangs are like that right now. First pitch misses outside with the curveball. No throw back to first.
Van Hook reminds me of, I don't know, watching Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt, or even the Jumanji movie. I think one of the villains in the Jumanji movie was named Van Pelt. It's a great name. Van Hook, Van Pelt.
Quickly gathered by the first baseman. That could have been bad for Terre Haute.
Not a great throw right there.
Getting to the part of the ball game, I mentioned the top of the lineup would be next if Aaron's able to reach. Getting to the interesting part of the game where you would want to, obviously you're behind. Yeah, it's only about 1 run, but you still want to look ahead to see where do you want to be inning-wise and what part of the lineup you want to be in. And here in the top or bottom of the 5th, do you really want the top of the lineup to start in the 6th, or do you want it to come up in this instance right now? I would honestly be kind of either or, because I feel like if you can get to the top of the lineup now and actually get a little bit of rally going, it's possible you can get back up if you need to in the 7th. But the 6th wouldn't be bad either.
Yeah. All the runs in the previous inning were actually scored with 2 outs, so who's to say they couldn't score, 3 or 4 runs here?
Yeah, exactly. Starting to kind of get into the game within the game with trying to figure out what part of the lineup you're going to be in and what inning. That one swung on, skied high out there towards right center field. That's going to be a tough ball to catch, but it is done and caught out there. That is by the right fielder, Goda. What a play out there in right center field. I thought that was going to drop in there for at least a single, but great play out there, and that does shut the Mustangs down in the bottom of the 5th, so they have to wait for the bottom of the 6th for the top lineup to come back around. 7-6 is your score in favor of the Patriots from Terre Haute, Indiana. We'll be right back for more action on the Exports Network.
Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process, whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network into the top of the 6th. Where are we at in the lineup there, Bryant?
I'm trying to figure out whether that umpire called that a ball or a strike.
That is a ball. That one is also a ball.
We are towards the bottom of the lineup. We have number 3, Ellsworth, the third baseman, stepping in. He grounded out in his first at bat and flew out in his second. This is his third time at the plate.
Pitch is in there, 2-1 for Jaden Aaron. 7, 8, 9 hole hitters. After that, it should, unless there is that change, I have Millington there in the 8 hole, but I'm guessing it's going to be somebody else. There's a chopper over there to the third baseman, Tidwell. Throw over to first is low, but caught over there by Ellis for the first out. So we'll see who's coming up to plate here.
Now batting number 7, C. Millington.
It is Middleton.
No, this is number 2.
This is number...
No. I'm sorry. I was looking at the on deck. You see this guy's jersey?
We'll find out if he swings.
There's no way.
That is... Yep, that's him.
What? I missed something then.
Something happened.
I know. Maybe my eyes deceived me, and it was a 1.
Possibly. I would think that's the case.
Man, I'm just not crazy, though. Maybe I am. I thought I double-checked. I was like, that's not a 1. That's a 7. But maybe it was.
Are you sure you know baseball?
Brother, I don't know what I don't know.
What we do know is that is a 7 up at the plate, and that is Millington, the catcher for the evening, and he is down in the count 1-2. And there is a 2 on the player on the on-deck circle, and that is McCoy.
I hope they get the bat back around just so I can check it again.
Will just texted us. He said there are 2 7s. Great catch over there by the shortstop, Grant Fisher. It looked like a catch. No, that actually got over his glove.
Got over it. In the gap. That's a double.
Man, I thought that he gathered that, but that got right over his glove and a double. Will Pettiser, good friend up there in Summertown, did say that there are 2 7s on the team, so they dealt with that last night.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
He said he's number 1 on the lineup, but where's number 7?
All righty. So that's the same guy. His name is Dean, plays center field. At the plate is number 2, the 9-hole hitter, McCoy. He's had a good night. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
He had a good catch out there in left field earlier in the game. Patriots in business here with 1 out. That pitch is way up and outside of the zone by Aaron. (2-0) pitch to McCoy. Swung on, fouled at the plate. That was a massive hack.
We'll reset here after the strike.
Mustangs would love to avoid allowing another run to the Patriots and keep this a 1-run ball game. Let's see what happens. That pitch is in the dirt. No advance by the runner. Millington out there at second. Aaron, 3-1 pitch. Here comes upstairs, ball 4. And another base runner for Terre Haute Patriots. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup with the other Millington. the Millington that plays over at second
Which
base.
one?
Which one? They
We have
both
3. I feel like
they're both tall and tall and slender and very good baseball players. As Vinny Velos makes his way to the mound, and we'll also get Zach Curtis making his way to the mound as well. We'll have a meeting on the infield. Let's see if there's a pitching change involved here. And it looks like that there is. He's doing some pointing. And we are going to have a pitching change. We'll tell you about the new Mustang pitcher come up here after the short break here on the X Sports Network.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Got a lot of changes here. I will tell you that Grant Fisher has moved from short to the mound, and he will face the top of the lineup in Millington. And Bryant can go through the rest of the changes because he's got them written down, and I have a short memory as that ball gets away from Vinny Velos, and that allows both runners to advance. So now, with 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position here for the Patriots.
Mason Tidwell will slide from third to shortstop, I believe. And then number 11, Cooper Burleson, will be at third base. And your second baseman is number 3. Who do we say that was?
That was Micah
Ridgway.
That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Infield is in. Loretto Mustangs not wanting another run to cross that plate. Swung on, flared out towards left field. That goes foul. Top of the lineup here for the Patriots. On deck is Higham, the 2-hole hitter. So perfect opportunity for Terre Haute to get more runs on the board. Great pitch by...
Who's out there?
Who's out there? I'm trying to find out
number
where
1,
it was.
Fisher.
Grant Fisher.
That's right.
I was trying to find the 1 on the lineup.
Now batting number 6, Higham.
I'll hold my breath while I try to figure out who that is. And good pitch by Grant Fisher for out number 2. So Higham's up at the plate now. That ball is dropped by Velos at the plate, but just drops right in front of him. You know, with all these changes, I know obviously with no changing to the batting order and such, the umpire is not going to have all that movement, but we have to record all the movement. So sometimes the scorecard or the lineup can get a little messy, trying to figure out who went where. That pitch misses upstairs. I'll bring the count to 3-0, excuse me. Do have a base open. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to walk Higgum. That pitch is in there for a strike, though, and that'll bring the count to 3-1. In there, strike 2. As Grant Fisher is coming back and battling full count. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Grant Fisher and the Mustangs, as time's called, wanting to get out of this inning unscathed.
It's a big spot right here for Terre Haute to get some insurance runs, maybe put the game away. If you're Loretto, you don't want that to happen. You want to keep him within striking distance. Big pitch right here, 3-2.
Here it is. Swung on foul. We'll do it all over again.
These are 2 good teams that I've enjoyed watching going at it. They've been hitting well, some good pitching at times, some good fielding.
Full count pitch misses downstairs into the dirt for a ball. Nobody hurt there, had the base open, but now the bases are full of Patriots, as we'll have the lefty Goda coming up to the plate.
Goda is the one that hit that long shot. I believe it was a 3-run home run. Don't leave anything hanging for him.
That's the unfortunate circumstance that the Mustangs find them in right here, but hopefully they can get Goda to have an easy third out. Here's the first pitch to him. Downstairs, ball 1.
You got to imagine if Coach Curtis or whoever it is calling pitches isn't going to give him anything good to look at.
Good pitch in there for a strike. That had some good movement on it. Looked like a 2-seam.
Yeah. Good velocity.
That pitch started down and away. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Grant Fisher 1 pitch away from getting out of a 6th inning jam.
Runners will be on the move here.
One, 2. Swung on. Popped up. Over towards the left side of the infield. Underneath it is Micah Ridgway for the third out of the inning, and the Mustangs get out of a big-time jam there in the top of the 6th. Still the same score, 7-6 in favor of the Terre Haute Patriots, but the Mustangs are coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Plott here alongside Bryant Gobble. Bottom of the 6th. Top of the order due up here for Loretto. And Springer, Fisher, and Tidwell. 1, 2, 3. Coming up. And couldn't come at a better time for Loretto as that pitch misses down and inside for a ball.
Now it's just as good of time as any for the Mustangs. You got out of the jam in the previous half inning. Now you got the top of the lineup coming up.
That pitch hits the corner of the strike zone. Even the count to 1 apiece. Just down by 1 run, but you definitely would like the top of the lineup to do you some favors here for the Mustangs. Great pitch there by Van Hook.
That was a breaking ball that was moving outside to in. It stayed just enough in.
Swung on, grounder over there towards Millington at second. Bobble throw to first is low and gets towards the dugout, bounces off the railing, but Springer will not advance, and he kind of had a tumble over there. And I think they're actually saying, was he pointing to second, saying that it actually did go into the dugout? Yeah, he's pointing at second. That or umpire is to say he goes to second. As both coaches are coming out to see what's going on.
I'll take second base. I'll say interference right there.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's calling is interference.
Didn't get a good shot of it with the camera, but the runner and first baseman did get tangled up on the errant throw.
That is a crucial call there for the Patriots. As the head coach for Terra Haute walks back to the dugout. So great spot here for the Loretto Mustangs. Springer off the errant throw by Millington over there at second base. Gets an interference call in his favor and makes his way to second. So just like that with nobody out, Grant Fisher's coming up to the plate with the tying run in scoring position.
Stepping in for the Mustangs, number 1, Grant
Fisher hasn't really had a chance to swing the bat, as I previously mentioned. He's laid down a bunt, he's been hit by a pitch, and he's been walked. This is his 4th plate appearance. He'd really like to get a base knock here.
That Mitch is upstairs for a ball. I believe that's David Weathers over there in the third base coaching box. He was giving some instruction over there to Springer. As he represents the tying run. 1-0 pitch is just outside, 2-0. Mason Tidwell lurks on deck as he'll be hoping to maybe score the go-ahead run or bring the go-ahead run in. As that pitch misses down and in. So Van Hook on the mound for the Patriots having a tough time. As it is quickly 3-0 in Grant Fisher's favor. I imagine he's going to be taking on this pitch, and he does, and it's well high for ball 4. So Tidwell will come up as Springer represents the tying run at second, and Fisher represents the go-ahead run over at first base.
Dangerous spot to be in with Tidwell at the plate. He is a good hitter for Loretto. He has 2 base hits. Nothing too crazy. He's just done what Taylor you've referenced is he's put the bat on the ball.
Don't be too big.
And advanced runners around both times.
And this is another position. Just don't be too big. You got no outs. Obviously want to avoid the double play ball if you can, so just give what the pitcher gives you.
You might not give him anything. That's a ball that misses, not really even close.
a shot in the gap here. We might be looking at a Mustang lead. That pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner. I'll bring the count to, I believe it's 1-1. Yes.
Yep.
Scoreboard initially had 2-1.
Had 1-1 on here. You're not looking at my scoreboard, Taylor.
I'm just looking at a scoreboard. I'm looking at the one that is directly in front of me. Ooh, swung on, hammered out towards left field. See you later, ball. And that is a 3-run blast by Mason Tidwell. And just like that, that 7-6 score in favor of the Patriots turns into 9-7 in favor of the Loretto Mustangs. That ball was demolished.
Yeah, made me jump. Had something inside my stomach that jumped whenever he got that thing off the bat. Gets the fireman's helmet, puts it on. Celebration, rightfully so. That was a moonshot over the left field wall. Wind's blowing out there a little bit. That could have helped it.
Mm-hmm.
It really didn't need any help. Like,
no,
it had all the power behind it that it needed.
We saw one ball absolutely demolished on the Terra Haute side over there, right over Gary Lamb Field's sign in right center. But the one of the night, as that one is popped up and caught there by the first baseman for Terre Haute, and that retires Riley Ellis. But the swing and the homer of the night belongs to Mason Tidwell, as the 7-6 lead that the Patriots had evaporated right before their eyes with that home run, and is now 9-7 in favor of the Mustangs. So not only did they get the lead, but they have some insurance runs to work with as we go into the top of the 7th. John Tucker up at the plate now for Loretto. Swing and a miss, strike 2, as he kind of goes down to a knee.
How big was that top of the 6th inning to have a bases loaded jam and you get out of it, not letting any runs go by?
Yes.
To where it sets you up to where you can be in this position.
You're exactly right. That couldn't be emphasized more, that you had Terre Haute had a great chance as this a chopper back towards Van Hook. Quick throw over to the first baseman. That is the second out of the inning. You had the bases loaded with, was it 1 out or 2 outs? I think it was 2 outs. They had the bases loaded.
You had a runner on second, third with 1 out.
Yes.
And I believe you got a strikeout for the second out and a walk with bases loaded. So yeah, bases loaded with 2 outs. Runner on second, third with 1. So dangerous position, but they work through it and get out of it. That's just as important as that home run right there.
You're exactly right, because that home run might have potentially just tied the game.
Yeah.
Or you still might be down 1 run, just depending on how that inning continued. If it did, that pitch is swung on and fouled. And I'll bring the count to 1-1. This is Cooper Burleson up at the plate. So, yes, big emphasis on the shutdown there in the 6th inning to allow that 3-run shot, moonshot by Mason Tidwell, to give you the lead. Now with 2 outs here, the Mustangs still looking to try to add on if they can, but there's definitely some insurance runs. As it looks right now, Terre Haute will be looking for 2 to tie and 3 to take the lead in the top of the 7th. 2-1 pitch is swung on, and that's also fouled over the third base foul line. And that will bring the count to 2-2. Swung on, grounder over towards Millington at second. Flip over to first is in time, and that's exactly what Terre Haute.
You made it the whole game without
doing the whole game without screwing up, and I did right there. But the Patriots, let's go with the Patriots.
There you go.
That is exactly what they will have going into the top of the 7th. is a 2-run deficit. 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. Let's see what the Patriots do up next on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Looking to transform your home or commercial space? Lawrenceburg Flooring is your local stop for flooring, tile, and custom blinds. From sleek hardwoods and waterproof LVP to stunning ceramic and water jet tile, we've got this.
Welcome back to Gary Lamb Field. Loretto, an incredible 6th inning, puts them in the lead, and they have 3 outs towards the win of this game. Make it 2 after a ground out by number 7.
There he is.
Number 7. I believe that one was Dean. So ground out to the second baseman. Bring Van Hook up to the plate.
That was a good job by Michael Ridgway there to handle that one. That was a hard chopper. Got it on a big hop. That's one of those that could quickly eat you up.
Yep. No doubt about it. So Van Hook up to the plate. I believe he had a base hit in the previous inning. Excuse me, base hit came in the 5th. Swing and a miss right there. Big cut.
Grant Fisher filling up the strike zone as he should. Got a 2-run cushion. Go right at him. Let your defense work. If they hit it where you're not, just tip your cap.
Fisher from the windup. Pitcher on pitcher matchup here. Oh, that one paints the outside. Van Hook goes down looking. He'll take a seat in the dugout, and Loretto only 1 out away from completing the comeback.
I tell you what, Terra Haute was feeling good. You could definitely tell that they had some good energy over there, but that 3-run shot in the last half inning for Loretto just destroyed that energy over there.
Yeah.
And they are now 1 out away from taking an L.
Terra Haute scored in the 3rd and 4th inning, had that long shot home run, had a couple of runs in the 4th inning. Other than that, Loretto's held them to zeros. A couple of middle innings there. Loretto's been consistently scoring 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th to put them ahead 9-7. There's a pop-up. Is it playable? It is not. But it is a strike, and Terre Haute, the Patriots, down to their final strike here. Fisher will take the walk back to the mound. He'll get ready for the windup. Lawson trying not to be the last out. He swings. Fly ball, center field. Underneath it, catching it. Final out of the game. Who is that out there?
Yes, Cason Springer.
Cason Springer, thank you. Cason Springer will seal the win for the Mustangs, and the Loretto Mustangs make a comeback with 3 runs to take the lead in the 6th inning. They beat Terra Haute, Indiana, 9-7. Taylor, that was an incredible game.
That was an incredible game. Obviously, hats off to Terre Haute. They came in. They beat Summertown last night. They'll play Lawrence County High School tomorrow. And, I mean, give them a hats off. They did a great job. They needed to do what they had to up until the 6th inning.
Yeah.
And they had the Mustangs right where they want them, but the Mustangs just kept fighting back, and that 3-run shot by Mason Tidwell, my goodness, I don't know if that ball even landed yet. That thing was an absolute moonshot out there towards left field, but Mustangs come away with another great win, and they look to continue the momentum coming up later on this week and next week. I think they play again tomorrow night.
Yeah, Loretto will look to continue this momentum going into the weekend. We saw a great ball game tonight. Thank you to Terre Haute for coming and giving a good game and having respectful coaches and fans. Loretto, though, tops the Patriots 9-7. You've been watching Loretto High School Baseball on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.